Hello everyone. So today I want to make um, I want to give you some information about again the issue that many people have, PWM, and the Apple addressing this in the latest iPhone 17 Pro doesn't feel like it it solved the issue for many people, and in general. Um, Even if you are not PWM sensitive, the question is it why Apple or manufacturing companies others, the most popular like Samsung, they don't implement this in their phones, Google Pixel as well, and so on. Some companies that are less popular in the United States, they implement, and they actually trying to solve that issue and trying to give um, to give options to their customers. But for Apple specifically, this is the first year that they actually spoke or added this as a feature. So hopefully in the next models they're going to come out, they're going to take it more steps, more advanced to add more stuff to the issue that some people have. And even though those people that don't have the issue, I think that the constant flickering of the screen, constant staring on the screen, um, even if you don't notice it, even if you don't understand that it is there, it's there, and your brain, I think, recognize it, even if you don't see with your eyes, and your eyes might be able to see it, but the flickering is fast enough that you don't recognize, you don't see, and you don't have any kind of symptoms of the flickering. But your brain still realizes that there's flickering, especially when it's going to be darker room, and then the flickering is going to be even worse. Even if you are outside sometimes, even if you don't get to 100% bright, you get to like 60, 70, 80%, you're still gonna have flickering, the PWM. And I have here an iPhone 16 Pro, an iPhone 16e, an iPhone 16 Plus, which they don't make it anymore in the 17, they replaced it with the Air, and I have the SE 2022, SE3. So I'm just gonna let you know why I'm still using the SE3. So basically from all these phones, you see, I mean, taking the 17 out, because let's say if you buy a used one, you want to save some money, you can get, any of this. This is going to be the cheapest version. You can still buy it used. It's going to be around $400 used. This one is going to be the 16 Pro. You might find it for like about $700 used. This is going to be the Plus, 16 Plus. I'm not sure exactly, but it should be around 600 maybe. And you can look it on Amazon or eBay. And then you have the SE3, which used you can get about $200, $200 to $300. It depends on the gigabytes, and it depends where you're buying. I'm talking about all of them unlocked. So even if I have all these options here, and I tried and I tested all of them, I'm still getting all the time back to the SE3. And the thing is that why is that? First of all, this is the last iPhone that uses LCD screen, which doesn't have PWM, which doesn't have flickering, so you don't have an issue with that. Even if you don't have an issue, you're still gonna benefit from it, because your brain's still gonna see the flickering. So either you have or you don't have PWM sensitivity, you're still gonna benefit from it. The second thing which I like about it is the price. Even if you break it, you lose it, you don't actually feel as much as when you lose this kind of $1,000 phone. Then the third one would be that it's slim. It's super slim. It's almost the same slimness and weight as the iPhone Air, but it's more portable in my opinion. It's smaller. You can put it in your pocket super easy, and it's actually the most important thing that why people would take any iPhone these days, especially, the latest iPhones, because of the screen size, right? You do a lot of stuff with the screen size. So if you want to, well, actually, this phone being a smaller screen, all the design, no Face ID, right? But it actually does exactly the same what an iPhone 16 Pro does, and it does exactly the same what the 16e does, and it does exactly the same as what even a bigger screen 16 Plus does. And it's gonna do pretty much anything the same. It has the same latest software inside. What it doesn't do Face ID. It doesn't have Face ID. You have a finger. Some people would prefer that, actually. Maybe it would be more secure, more safe. Some people would not, because the Face ID is really convenient. So that's an option. I don't mind using the button. And the smaller screen, I don't mind using the smaller screen, because I'm actually using this phone as a tool, not as an entertainment. So I'm using it for specifically, what a smartphone is designed for. It is not designed for, in general, from the beginning, to be an entertainment device only. It should be a productivity device, right? If you increase the screen, it becomes an entertainment, because the bigger screen, everything looks nicer. You can stay on Instagram more, you can spend more time on YouTube, on Facebook, on any other whatever social network you are on, TikTok, Snapchat, and the battery is really good. You're going to be even longer, because the battery is, it's a big battery. So the 16 Pro and the 17 Pro, they have 3 cameras, right? And they have a lot of features. Actually, you don't use it. So if you are trying to do like a minimalist lifestyle, 3 cameras is a waste of space on your phone, in your pocket, of the weight. So if you don't use the cameras at all, or if you're not a professional taking videos or pictures in ProRAW or different kind of ProRes, different kind of resolutions, or you don't know what it means, even that one, you don't know what to use it. I think the Pro, it's a waste of money, and it's not worth it. And then you could go for the 16e, which has only 1 camera, which for majority of people is enough. It's lighter, it's cheaper, and it actually does exactly the same as this one, with some small things with the camera. So if you don't need 3 cameras, this is going to be enough. It has Face ID and everything, so good. The only downside is still going to have an OLED screen, which is going to be pretty much a little bit lower quality than the Pro. No 120 gigahertz, it's going to be just regular 60 gigahertz. And the battery is okay, it's good. The speaker is good, everything is good. It's pretty much like everything what's an iPhone 13, I think, or 14. The screen, inside the processor is going to be very smooth and fast. So instead of getting a 16 Pro, you can just get this one and save some money if you don't need the cameras and Pro stuff. Now, for people that want to have a lot of battery life and bigger screen, you can use this one. So even if you want to use the bigger screen, it's still going to be like a magnet. You're going to pick it up every day, and you're going to watch social network on it. And that's why I picked the SE3. LCD, portable, small, like a regular phone. It does everything what the other phone does. Battery's enough for me. You see, I have a case, which you don't even see there is a case on it. Let me take it out so you see it without the case. I don't need the extra buttons that they have. The weight is perfect, slide in the pocket, you don't even see it. And 1 camera is enough for me, I think that this is one of the best phones, the value that, iPhone, Apple has right now, especially this the last one with LCD screens. And, I'm still gonna use this one for a while. I'm going back and forth, I'm trying the Pros, the 17 Pro, the Air, but it still has PWM with the OLED screen, so I'm keeping this one. I'm still going back to this one all the time. Even the MacBooks, it's going to be a MacBook Air, very portable, the same, portable and LCD screen. The Pro has PWM anyway, even if it's mini LED screen, it still has PWM, but the Air match is very good. Affordable, Air, MacBook Air, and SE3, I think that's the best match in terms of price, and you're getting exactly the same functionality as any other Apple product. Pretty much, you can do exactly the same thing with these devices. If you feel this video, helped you in some way or give you some information, you can subscribe or just like the video. And thank you very much. You can check out my other videos if you would like. Have a nice day or night. Thank you.